Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we're here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program. Thoughts by Joanna de Angelis and Divaldo Franco through this beautiful and amazing book. Friends, let us think for a minute. Life isn't random noise. It's a hymn, right? And a sacred one, right? And our voice is needed in it. Let's think about this as we're going to segue into our lesson today. Each day, with every thought, choice, and effort we make, we are contributing to the melody of our spiritual journey. We may not always feel in tune, right? Some days we feel dissonant, offbeat, or even silent, but still the music continues because its life itself is a divine musical composition, friends. So beautiful for us to think. And the beautiful lesson we have today, right, is here, dear friends. This is what Joanna and Divaldo share with us. So beautiful, keeping in mind that song. Life is a hymn of praise to our Father, the Creator who gives His children the gifts of immortality and relative perfection they are to achieve through personal effort. My gosh, dear friends, so beautiful. So we know that life is like a hymn, right, of praise to our Father, to the Creators. We see this, right? It's not through grand gestures of perfection, really, but through simple act of living intentionally, striving to grow and trusting His love, right? Because life is not random. It's not meaningless either. It's not a punishment, nor a test created by chance. If anything, we're seeing that life is a hymn, a living song of praise to God, right? The Creator, who lovingly grants us the greatest gifts a soul could receive, which is immortality and the opportunity to evolve. We understand in Spiritism, beautiful, right? That God, with His supreme justice and wisdom, He creates all spirits with equal potential. And we're not created perfect, but we are created with the capacity to become relatively perfect through our own personal effort, right? To do the progress. So today, some people see progress as a form of perfection, right? So that progress. And that is the beauty of the divine law. That God gives us that music, but we must learn how to sing, right? So some of the things for us to remember is that we don't learn by shortcuts but by our choices. We do not rise up by luck, but by effort, courage, and trust. We perfect ourselves not in isolation, but by loving, forgiving, and serving one another. Allan Kardec, in the Spirit's books, he says, the goal of every spirit, or well, rather the spirits through him, right, share with us, the goal of every spirit is perfection. To reach it, they must undergo trials that serve lessons. So this means, friends, that life itself, with all its joy, sorrow, beauty, and struggle, it is part of this sacred hymn. And every time we act with love, choose kindness, or we forgive instead of holding on to pain, we are singing in harmony with the divine melody. But to keep singing, even when life gets difficult, somehow we must trust, right? Trust in what? These are like mantras here, or affirmations that we can tell each other. Trust in God's justice. Beautiful. To trust in our own ability to grow. Yeah. So first God, and then we need to believe in ourselves and trust in ourselves too. And then we need to trust the process, right? Even when we yet don't understand it, or we don't understand the verse we're in, the musical note, we trust it. Because we know that immortality isn't just a promise for death. It really isn't. In anything, it is the context of the journey now. So we are eternal beings, and every day of our lives, it is truly a verse in the song of our spirit. So today, dear friends, let us take a deep breath and let's tell ourselves, I am a part of something greater. We are a part of something greater, right? I am singing a sacred song. We are singing a sacred song, friends. And when we trust in God and we keep making that effort to grow, we are not only becoming better, but we are becoming us, ourselves, becoming me, becoming you, as God has envisioned for all of us since the beginning. So let's keep this affirmation. Let us imagine ourselves with this beautiful orchestra in the background. Okay, this beautiful music, just a lovely music. And then we hear like the songs of the angels in the background, right? Like angelic voices. And then we say this, let our life be a hymn of light. Let our effort be our harmony. And let our trust in God be our song, dear friends. So that is today's message. It is so, so, so beautiful. And we thank Joanna all the time and Divaldo because they truly, truly coach us into becoming every day, little by little, that progress, that effort for us and to continue. So the homework for the week, we need to sing. Let us sing. And as we're singing, we are envisioning and imagining, yes, the trust in God. And it's a beautiful melody. Even when there are challenges, even when there's anything, we put a song today. We sing, sing, sing. And let us see, right, how we're going to come out at the end of this. So have a fantastic week listening to music and singing and just connecting to the divine in this matter. Friends, until next week, same place, same time, and let us remember that there are other programs here at Kardec Radio, and always, always that we are loved. Bye, friends.